Hey everybody, it's the Coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, back under center, Ryan Tannehill and the Miami Dolphins face off with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's get on up to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. For the call, we bring in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Andrew Luck bringing out the Indianapolis Colts offense, and the Colts 1-3. Tough loss in Week 4 to Houston. Interesting note from that game, Charles. Andrew Luck became only the second player in NFL history to lose a game in which he had over 450 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions.
Yeah, I believe Matt Castle was the only other one back in 2010. It's one of those records that no one is excited to have. Terrific game for Indianapolis in terms of coming back when they were down against Houston and taking it to overtime. But you know there's no moral victories in the NFL.
Now a first down throw. Luck. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the 50, it's Luck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Luck on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
To the air again, Luck. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, Luck. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Dolphins coming back out onto the field, and last week 38-7 was the loss against New England. Now look, going into that game there was talk, oh, could we have a shift finally in the AFC East? The Dolphins were 3-0, but man, the Patriots, Charles, they sent a bit of a message, did they not?
Yeah, every time we talk about their demise, doesn't it feel like the Patriots send a message that we're not going anywhere? We're going to be just fine. And let's face it, they've won the AFC East 14 out of the last 15 years. They feel like it's their birthright to win that division. So if you're going to go get it, you've got to take it from them. And the Dolphins didn't get that done on Sunday.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Now it's Tannehill. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there's a nice catch by Mike Gesicki, the rookie out of Penn State. And partner, you saw him when you were covering Big Ten football. He didn't block very many people, but that's not what they asked him to do. They asked him to go downfield and catch the balls we just saw there.
Yeah, absolutely right, and he can do it with the best of them.
Yeah, and how about him, his high school video? Did you ever see any of that with him dunking basketballs and spiking volleyballs? His athletic ability is off the charts.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Frank Gore, the newest and oldest Dolphin. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There's Here's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Escapes the defender. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first. Off play action, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Parker the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To the air again, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Locke. And he's got Rodgers. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Luck now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Luck throwing again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, here's Luck. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Love. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Rodgers. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. 3 more points there for the man who's made more field goals than anyone in NFL history. Hit number 566 back in Week 4 against the Texans, breaking Morton Anderson's record. I mean, Canton's a lock, right?
I think so. I mean, if Morton Anderson is in, Jan Stenerud, the only true kickers are already in, Vinatieri's going to go into the Hall of Fame. Because it's not just the volume. Think of the number of big kicks that he's made that have helped teams get to and win Super Bowls. Now, there are a couple other guys who are known as kickers, but they also played other positions. Jordan Blanda was a quarterback, and then Lou the Toe Groza was an offensive tackle. They're both in the Hall of Fame as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all about the defense. Just a lone field goal in that first half. And as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights. But that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Here comes Grant on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Tannehill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Let's go. At 20.
On first down, it's Gore. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Another carry now for goal. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Here's Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, it's Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. And that's incomplete.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a carry from back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Luck. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. He's back to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone. And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet. I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football. And they'll try to close it out now. Throwing now, Luck. Throw left side, complete. That's Doyle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Luck. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The first carry for the rookie, it's Jordan Wilkins. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man is Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphin offense back out onto the field. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another 4th quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium, because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Nate Hairston there defensively. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he finds Stills complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on third. 43 yards. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
Last year, the Dolphins were the second most penalized team in the NFL, nearly 9 a game, and now they've got 1st and 15. Now it's Tannehill. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Tannehill. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 4th down.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So luck down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.